Welcome to our channel, where curiosity meets compassion and every story matters. Here, we embark on a journey to uncover the complex truths about our relationship with the animal kingdom, truths that are often overlooked or misunderstood. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often glamorized in movies and social media, but hides a much darker reality: the exotic pet trade. You've seen the photos and videos. People cuddling tiger cubs, walking monkeys on leashes, or posing for selfies with wild animals. The allure is real, the images are captivating, but the truth behind them is far from a fairy tale. There's a hidden cost that's rarely shown. Behind every exotic pet is a story of suffering, danger, and loss, for both the animals who are taken from their homes and the people who try to care for them. Our mission is to reveal what's hidden from view, where these animals come from, what they endure on their journey, and why captivity is always a compromise, never a true solution. This isn't just about animals, it's about the choices we make, the values we hold, and the consequences that ripple out into the world. If you care about the natural world and want to be part of a community that seeks truth and positive change, subscribe and join us as we uncover the real cost of our desire for the wild. Let's begin this important conversation together and take the first step toward a more compassionate future for all living beings. The exotic pet trade is the buying and selling of wild animals as pets, creatures that belong in the wild, not our homes. This trade involves animals that have not been domesticated over generations, but instead are taken directly from their natural environments or bred in captivity to satisfy human curiosity and desire for novelty. These animals, from the smallest reptiles to large predators, are forced into unnatural lives far removed from their origins. From monkeys and tigers to rare turtles and parrots, any non-domesticated animal sold for companionship falls under this troubling industry. The range of species is vast, and the demand for unique pets continues to grow, often fueled by social media trends and celebrity influence. Some people seek status. Others misguidedly want to care for these animals, but the internet has made it easier than ever to buy them, often with no understanding of their needs. Online marketplaces and social media platforms have created a global bazaar where exotic animals can be purchased with just a few clicks, bypassing regulations and ethical concerns. This is a multi-billion-dollar global business, operating through both legal and illegal channels. The trade stretches across continents, involving breeders, smugglers, middlemen, and buyers, all profiting from the lives of wild creatures. Many animals are bred in captivity, but countless others are stolen from their habitats: jungles, savannas, rainforests. The capture process is often violent and traumatic, leaving lasting scars on both the animals and the ecosystems they're taken from. Wildlife trafficking is among the world's most profitable crimes, rivaling drugs and weapons. Criminal networks exploit loopholes in laws and enforcement, making it difficult to track and stop the flow of animals. For every animal that survives to become a pet, many more die along the way. The journey is perilous. Animals suffer from stress, injury, disease, and neglect, with only a fraction making it to their final destination alive. The demand for exotic pets drives cruelty, suffering, and pushes species toward extinction. Entire populations are threatened, and the delicate balance of ecosystems is disrupted, all for the sake of novelty and profit. It's a system built on loss from start to finish, leaving behind empty forests, broken lives, and a world diminished by our choices. The journey from the wild to a cage is nothing short of brutal. It begins with violent capture. Poachers often kill adult animals just to steal their young, tearing families apart in an instant. These moments are filled with chaos, fear, and pain, as the natural world is invaded by greed. Baby monkeys, for example, are ripped from their dying mothers, left traumatized and alone from the very start of their lives. The emotional shock is immediate and severe, setting the stage for a lifetime of suffering. Transport is a nightmare. Animals are crammed into tiny, filthy containers stacked on top of each other, deprived of food, water, and even air. Many are injured during this process, and the stress is overwhelming. Birds are stuffed into plastic bottles, turtles taped inside suitcases, and mammals are drugged and boxed for days. Smugglers use any means necessary, no matter how cruel, to avoid detection. Most animals don't survive these horrific journeys. For every one animal that reaches a buyer, countless others die from suffocation, starvation, untreated injuries, or sheer terror. The bodies of those who don't make it are simply discarded, unseen, and forgotten. Poachers and traffickers overcapture, knowing most will perish along the way. The few survivors arrive sick, weak, and deeply traumatized, their bodies and minds forever changed by what they've endured. These animals are then sold in bustling markets or anonymously online, passed around like mere objects, their suffering invisible to buyers who see only novelty or status. The psychological scars from this ordeal last a lifetime. Many animals never recover, living in a constant state of fear and anxiety. Every cute exotic pet hides a foundation of violence, loss, and unimaginable suffering. Their presence in our homes is built on tragedy. No amount of love or care from an owner can erase this trauma. The damage is deep, and the pain lingers long after the journey ends. This is the hidden cost behind every exotic animal in captivity, a story of suffering that most never see, but one we must not ignore. Surviving capture is just the beginning. Life in captivity brings chronic stress and deprivation. Wild animals have evolved for complex environments and social lives. A cage or living room can never replace that. Deprived of natural behaviors, many develop neurotic habits. Tigers pace, parrots pluck feathers, monkeys rock endlessly. These are signs of deep mental distress, not contentment. Physical health suffers too. Most owners can't meet their complex dietary or medical needs. Many exotics arrive with untreated diseases or develop new ones in captivity. Social species like primates and parrots suffer profound loneliness, unable to bond with their own kind. Isolation is torture for these animals, leading to a life of misery. The reality captivity is a sentence, not a sanctuary. The suffering is ongoing, hidden behind closed doors. The exotic pet trade isn't just cruel, it's dangerous for humans too. Wild animals, even if raised in captivity, remain unpredictable and can inflict serious harm. A playful tiger cub becomes a lethal predator. A frustrated monkey can cause severe injuries. These aren't behavioral issues, they're wild instincts. Exotic pets also carry zoonotic diseases. Primates can transmit deadly viruses. Reptiles spread salmonella. Parrots carry psittacosis. Bringing these animals home is a gamble with your health and safety. Tragic attacks are common, often ending with the animal euthanized and lives shattered. The risks extend beyond the owner. Families and communities are put in danger. Laws are supposed to protect us, but they often fall short. Let's look at why regulation fails to keep us and animals safe. You might think strong laws protect against these dangers, but the reality is a patchwork of weak, inconsistent regulations. In the US, there's no unified federal law banning private ownership of all dangerous exotics. Some states ban big cats and primates. Others require only a simple permit, or nothing at all. This inconsistency lets traffickers and irresponsible owners operate freely, moving animals across state lines. Enforcement is weak. Agencies are underfunded and overwhelmed, unable to track or inspect facilities. Online sales make it even harder to control the trade. Sanctuaries are left to care for abandoned animals, straining their resources. Sometimes, unwanted exotics are released, becoming invasive species and threatening local wildlife. The legal chaos leaves animals, people, and ecosystems at risk. At the heart of the exotic pet trade is a myth that wild animals can become true pets. Domestication takes thousands of years. Dogs are companions because their genetics have been shaped for it. Wild animals, by contrast, are wired for survival in their natural habitats, not for life in a home. You can't erase their instincts, only suppress them through confinement. Owners may bond with young animals, but as they mature, wild behaviors emerge, often with dangerous results. Many exotics are abandoned or caged for life when owners can't cope. The relationship is not companionship, but captivity. True respect for animals means letting them be wild, not forcing them into our world. Keeping an exotic pet is a selfish act. The animal pays the price. We must recognize the limits of our desire to possess the wild. The exotic pet trade devastates more than individual animals. It threatens entire ecosystems. Removing animals from the wild disrupts natural balances. Key species vanish, and habitats unravel. Many sought-after exotics are already endangered. The rarer they get, the higher their black market value. Every purchase fuels poaching and extinction. Released pets become invasive species, like Burmese pythons in Florida, wreaking havoc on native wildlife. The trade's environmental footprint is huge. Energy, resources, and destructive poaching methods all take a toll. Forests are cut, fires set, coral reefs poisoned, all for a single pet. The desire for a wild companion leaves a trail of destruction. Our choices at home echo across the planet. Protecting wildlife means leaving it in the wild. We've uncovered the hidden world of the exotic pet trade: violence, suffering, danger, and environmental loss. The truth is simple: wild animals are not pets. Our desire to own them fuels an industry built on cruelty and exploitation. Change starts with us. Refuse to buy. Refuse to share content that glamorizes exotic pets. Support conservation in sanctuaries, not the trade. Educate yourself and others. Transform fascination into respect for wildlife from a distance. If this message moved you, subscribe and join our community for change. Share what you've learned. Spread awareness. Start conversations. Let's be the generation that protects the wild, not cages it. Thank you for listening and for choosing compassion.